All right. Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Man, and today we have a, a epic, wonderful video lined up for you. Great content. We're going to talk a little bit about an article that surfaced concerning Mason Greenwood and bring some clarity to it. We're also going to talk about the interview done by Reggae Boys Mel Antonio and how people have clipped just a tiny portion of the video when the content was so rich in terms of his heart and desire towards Jamaica and representing Jamaica. But as usual, here's what I want you to do for me. Before I even go any further, I want you to do three simple things for me. Number one, hit the like button. Number two, subscribe. And number three, make sure you share the content. Have you done that? Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Right? I want to say a big thank you to all our subscribers, to all those who have recently subscribed to the platform. And here's what you can do, right? If you leave a comment in the comment section on this video, tomorrow's video will take some of those comments and we will read them and answer what needs to be answered. So make sure you leave your comment, you leave your questions, and we will respond. All right, right now, go ahead and do that. As you listen, then you begin to say and express how you feel. We respect opinions that are respectful of people, their names, and their character and integrity. We don't want to tarnish anyone's name, so make sure that you speak in a manner that is respectful, even if you have the most strident opinion. All right, but yesterday, which is Monday, it was Monday, the 21st of October was celebrated as Heroes Day. And first, I must acknowledge and give my congratulations to two footballing persons, stalwarts in the footballing field, who receive awards. One is Ambassador Stuart Stevenson, who served as part of the Jamaica Football Federation. He has had a couple of stints where he has attempted to lead the Jamaica Football Federation, unsuccessful so, but have a stellar career in football. He has done so much for football, especially at Harborview. And when you look back in the days when he was more intricately involved in the process there, so many players from Harborview transitioned to overseas market. One of the first football clubs in Jamaica to have their own mini stadium, and so that is Ambassador Stuart Stevens, who received his award. He also had a son. I mean, one of my favorite midfielders used to play for the Kansas City Wizards in the MLS. Kari Stevens never had a lot of time playing for Jamaica, though. Good footballer, good midfielder. So congratulations to Ambassador Stuart Stevenson. Great football in mind. Someone that I've always felt like if he could have found a way to work with the administration, he'd have added value. But because he's always, I think, vying for the presidency, once the elections are done, you know how our country is to an extent very tribal. And so if I go up against you, I cannot work with you. And we need to move away from that and have a more inclusive policy after we have had any sort of election in our country. All right. So big up to Ambassador Stuart Stevens. Also, big up to Wendell Downswell, a person who has coached me, good football in mind. I know many people are saying that he's not doing enough as a technical director. He must be removed, and many people have cried for his his um his retirement and need to step away from football and go back from whence he came and all of that. Listen, we have to give honor where honor is due, and I believe that he has done so much for Jamaica's football, given so much from Western Jamaica to Kingston. All right. And without knowing all the facts, it's easy to say he's responsible for some of the failures we have had in terms of team composition and coaching selection. But until you know what is the full gambit of his work, then maybe you ought not to come to those conclusions. But I'm glad that during his lifetime, he has received this award, which is a big thing for the parish of Westmoreland, where he is from. He also played for St. Elizabeth Technical. He coached there, won with St. Elizabeth Technical. He played for Reno. He won with Reno. He has coached the senior team, the under 23s, the under 17, under 15, female team he has worked with. He has done so much with football, helped many coaches to come through the system and many footballers. And whether you're unhappy with how he's performing now, it has nothing to do with the fact that he also was awarded at the National Heroes Day Awards for persons, some unsung heroes for some who did and continue to do great work for this island of Jamaica. All right. Big up also to Michael Tullo, who is one of those unsung heroes. He had his Heroes Day event in Stairtown over Heroes Day, was unable to attend, totally forgot about it. But big up to Michael Tullo, because as a former footballer, he continues to work diligently to give back to communities. That's the community he's from. He is a former national captain, played for the Jamaica Different Force and other teams. They said that he's one of the persons, when he heads the ball, is like he has taken a shot. It is that hard and saying so. Big up Michael Tullo as he continues to do a work in investing in people's life and changing people's life by giving back to the sport of football. So have to big up those and all other awardees at this function put on by the government. But I know you're not here to hear anything like that. But here's the question I want to ask you. Who is your hero right now? Who is your hero? And if you were given the power to appoint a national hero for Jamaica, who would it be? Would it be Usain Bolt? Would it be Shelley and Fraser Price? Would it be Bob Marley? Who would it be? What are the traits, the character traits that makes someone qualified to be a national hero? Is it Portia Simpson Miller? Is it Bruce Golding? It should have been Edward Seaga. Is it PJ Patterson? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Give me your thoughts and don't beat me for what I'm saying. I put sports, entertainment, all of that there. Let me know. All right. Give me a feedback on that as you hit the like button, like and subscribe. All right. Share and subscribe. All right. So let's get down to some footballing matters. Now, before I get to the Mason Greenwood situation, I want to speak to Mikel Antonio. A lot of people clipped a part of Antonio's interview, just around 20 seconds, where he was making light of a situation where I think the first time, and remember what happened. So the first time he came and played, it was during the pandemic. So there was a game in Mexico, if you remember, that Theodore Whitmore and a group of players by charter flight had gone there. There was a next group of players that were in Jamaica with Paul Hall for that game. So Mikel Antonio, the window was in fact in October, but the ticket had the date September in it. So when he got to the airport like a day after, the day before was when the 30 days of September, April, June, and November, all the way to 31 days except February alone. Right? So that is what happened. So because he the point he was making was that he enjoyed and loved and wanted to represent Jamaica so much that he booked his own ticket to come. What people has done, what people are doing now, is taking that to suggest that Mikel Antonio was saying that they're unprofessional, don't know what they're doing, which is not the case that he was making. That interview shows those people would say that players from England are not committed. When you listen to Mikel Antonio, you hear a man who is committed and love Jamaica, and maybe if he could relive his life, he would have made a decision to play for Jamaica a whole lot earlier. That's what that interview is about his love for food, that he has been involved in eating Jamaican food from his childhood. All of those things were missed for a little 20 odd seconds where people, like, this is why you need to listen to things for yourself and do not let people take things out of context and give it to you. There is, for example, like people months ago, I think it was during the election time for the president of the GFF. A good friend of mine, Diego Gilvey, called the program. He had the link. I sent him the link for right. So he was apparently he was listening. So he called in when we were discussing a particular thing. So in discussing that thing, he came on and he begins to speak about exactly what we were discussing. Right. So I started asking questions. In close to the ending of his argument, someone in the comment section was saying to me that Diego really know that he's live saying these things. And I say, yeah, man, of course Diego know that he's live. So Diego says to me, management, am I live? I say, yes, you call the program. And I'm said, this is welcome to I Am Sure Sports, I Am Management. And then you proceeded to talking. He said, oh my God, I didn't know that I was live. All right. I ended the show and I deleted the video from the channel. By this time, people had clipped that portion of it. They clipped it, and a couple months ago now, they put it back on Instagram and one of those things. People are circulating it like it is something recent. It is a long time thing that was deleted. The video is not even on the channel. But people will do that, and you take discussions out of context and form your own opinion. It's how Jamaica. It's just like a man come and tell you, hey, me see a man with your woman down the road, you know, and you go home and you kill your wife and kill yourself, only to find out that she was talking to her brother. Like you need to reason, be logical, think through things, take things in their proper context before you come to conclusion. Don't let people give you part of a story and you believe it. So this Mel Antonio thing, don't listen to the clip. Go and listen to the whole interview and listen to the context and don't misrepresent the footballer, because that's not the point he was making there. So when they send you the clip, ask them, why are you sending this to me? What is the importance of this? Because if they do it to Antonio, they will do it to you. That's a leadership principle all of us must know. If they do it to him, they will do it to you. They will clip you and take you out of context, because that's what people want. That's what sells for many people and many persons. So be careful that you don't put yourself in that position by doing it to someone else. All right? So I had to touch on that. It is the same thing with the Mason Greenwood article. There's an article that came out that said that Mason Greenwood would like to speak to the New England coach. All right? No, let me just say this to you all. Number one, Mason Greenwood, the decision for him to play is more so with the FA than any coach that they have. Believe me. Mason Greenwood is going to represent Jamaica. Everything takes time. He will represent Jamaica. So this article, read the article for yourself. Did he hear from Mason or anyone in his camp? No. It is a suggestive opinion from the person who did the article. They are really juxtaposing in the whole situation that given his form and all of that, it would be good to consider having a consideration or a conversation with the present coach to see what possible lies ahead for him. That is what the article is about. The article did not say Mason Greenwood wants to go and talk to the coach or his agent or his representatives. But here's what we do. We don't read for ourselves. This making me sweating, man. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Oh my God. Hit the like button and subscribe. So let me finish. Read it again. And so one of our local newspaper takes said article and they take a paraphrase and they further paraphrase the paraphrase. So somebody paraphrase, right, a conversation. They took that paraphrase and they paraphrased the paraphrase. Do you understand that? They paraphrase the paraphrase. And so what you have is A paraphrased article. This what came up in goal. There's no quotation in it. It says Mason Greenwood international future remains in the air as he plans to hold talks with New England boss Thomas Tuchel. The former Manchester star earned his first and only international cap back in 2020 when he made his debut for the Three Lions against Iceland. However, he's no longer being considered by the country of his birth. But with Thomas Tuchel now taking over as national team coach, Greenwood remains hopeful of an England call-up and will wait to hold talks with the German before making a call on his future in international, according to the Sun. According to the Sun. When you go to the Sun, there is nothing, The Marseille attacker has an option to pursue his international career with Jamaica. A source told the Sun Mason knows his chance of playing for England again is very slim. But he wants to check with the FA and Tuchel. Now he has been appointed to see what they think. He's determined to play at the highest level, and that means the World Cup. So if England don't want him, he will switch to Jamaica and try to get. So here is what they're quoting. This is what the Sun is saying. So this person took what they read in the Sun and they wrote an article. And so they paraphrased the Sun. So Goal paraphrased the Sun. Then our local newspaper paraphrase that Goal paraphrase from the Sun. Mason knows his chance of playing. This is what the Sun is saying. So this is what Mason knows his chance. And this is it. They are saying a source told the Sun. Mason knows his chances of playing for England, again, are very slim. But he wants to check with the FA and Tuchel to see, now that he has been appointed, to see what they think. Right? So read stuff for yourself. Read stuff for yourself. Read stuff for yourself. Read stuff for yourself and make your own assessment. Don't be led down these rabbit holes. So Mel Antonio is being misrepresented, and so too Mason Greenwood. He will play for Jamaica. And all the naysayers will one day see with their own two eyes him representing Jamaica. Unlike naysayers, I do believe that a national team, it's always, even Brazil, you see them do it. They will have a local player, but that local or domestic player must deserve his spot. Now, the truth is, there have been local players, either the goalkeeper or Richard King has always been in the team. If other people want to be in it, they have to perform. And I want to say this. You players who are changing the complexion of your skin, you want to play international football. That doesn't sell. You have to be a brand. And your clubs must speak to you about being a brand. Have you seen Sadio Mane? You see how black he is? If anyone needed to change their complexion to fit in, it would be Sadio Mane, who has played at the highest level. But maintaining his blackness has made him so greatly appreciated. You young players, stop bleaching your skin if you want to play at the highest level. Stop it. So, because getting into a national team, playing at a higher level, has a lot to do with what happens in you and about you outside of the field of play. And clubs need to begin to culture these youngsters in a professional way. So when you step into the national team, your conduct is fully professional. Your attire is fully professional. As an international footballer, You are your own brand. How do you want to be branded? What is the value of your brand? Do you think your bleach skin will sell more than the original complexion of your skin? No, the original complexion will sell. So stick to that. Come on, people, hit the like button, subscribe and share. People, if I'm not being real, let me know. You know, we have to always end with a life principle as well. So let me give it a life principle. All right. I could give you 5 laws of success. Should I give you that? Give you 5 laws of success. 5 laws of success. Number 1, the law of value. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. To be successful, focus on creating value for others, which in turn creates success for yourself. Law number 2, the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. Being authentic and true to yourself builds trust and respect, which are crucial for long term success. Number 3, the law of influence. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Successful individuals build strong relationships and networks by helping others achieve their goal. Number 4, the law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you have served and how well you serve them. The more people you positively impact, the more success you will achieve. Number 5, the law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving, embrace opportunities, and be willing to receive help, feedback, and rewards. Success involves both giving and receiving. All right? So I hope that helps somebody today. You know, so we always have to leave a nugget because we're not just here to just present sport, but also to help to make people's life better. I hope you like the video. Hope you like the content. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want a next live on Friday as well. And what are some of the things you think we could discuss on that live? All right. So again, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I am Manningsman. This is I Am Sure Sports. And as usual, when it gets to the end of the show, we say we are what? Over and we are OUT. You know how it is. We are out of here.